Hello, everybody, and welcome to my Zoom event. Everyone's not in yet, but as everyone files in, I would ask that you press mute on your cameras, and whoever I'm speaking to, they can either unmute or come on camera. It's entirely up to you. Now, if there is a loved one that you would like to connect with, if you can type their name in the chat, it may help me a little bit in finding them. Or else I'm just going to kind of feel through everyone's energy just to see who I can pick up on. Okay, is that okay?
Okay.
All right. Just a quick introduction. My name is Jazz, the medium. I've been practicing mediumship for the past, maybe it's going on 4 years now. I've been able to see spirits ever since I was a little kid. Most people know my story. I tell it all the time. But I've been able to connect with spirits since I was a tiny child. So that's what I've been doing. Also, if you have any questions or any other things about spirituality or anything like that that you would like to ask me, or any personal questions, please feel free to type the question in for me, and I will also answer any question that you would like to as well. I'm taking questions too. Any questions about your personal life, anything you got going on, I will take questions like that as well, because I don't think we have a very large group today. So more personal interaction. And anyone, please feel free to ask me anything you want. Okay, let's go ahead and get ready to get started. And yes, I can connect to spirit guides. I can connect to whoever you would like me to connect with. Also with mediumship, we all know that I cannot always control who comes through. The person you might want to talk to may not come through. It might be somebody completely different. So please do not be mad at me if the next door neighbor down the street comes in, okay? My apologies, my people are, well, I wonder why would my neighbor come in? I don't know. You know, Bob from the deli market wanted to say something. I don't know. They just come through, okay? So I'm just burning a little sage here, clearing the energy a little bit. Also, I want you guys to raise your vibrations and open it on up and smile for me. Because we have to raise our vibrations significantly, and they have to lower theirs to come to me. Okie dokie. Hey, welcome. I was just telling everybody that if you would like to ask any questions, or you would like me to connect with a loved one, you could type their names in the chat and I can pull them from there. If not, then I'm just going to get a feel and go with the flow.
The chat.
Where's that?
Mute
your phone for me, love. Mute your phone. Mute your audio for me. There we go. Hi, Candace. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Like that? Yep, that's mute. She said muted.
All right. Okay, so the first spirit that I'm getting here is a gentleman. I feel like he may have died from issues of the heart, like maybe I feel like he might have had a heart attack. I'm going to describe him I'm going to describe him. I feel like he would have been a taller man. He would have been darker in complexion. He looks a little bit older because his hair is either gray or white, but it's cut really low. He also would have had a little bit of a belly. I do feel like this gentleman would have had some health issues, but whatever he passed from, I feel like it was unexpected. Did anybody lose anybody to a heart attack? Older gentleman.
Yeah, I did.
I did too.
Who else said I did?
Alexandria.
Hi, Alexandria.
Hey.
Does anybody fit that description?
Me.
Oh, see, both of us.
Okay, no worries, y'all. Sometimes two of them step in at the same time, but we're gonna try hard to separate them. That's another thing. They know that you guys are here, and sometimes they'll come together and they'll come in together. So I got to do a little work to separate them. Okay, so let's look and see what we got. Okay, so this gentleman, I'm not sure. He's mentioning something about the back. Did somebody in here have back pain, or did one of you two have either back pain or back injury, or connected somebody with back pain, or did he have back pain? He's saying something about the back. I'm trying to understand something about the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do a little bit because he always had complaints of his back, and I had a back injury.
Okay, so I think I'm with you. Did you have an accident?
Yeah, he's a snitch. Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm with you. Is this a father or father-like figure?
Yes, my dad.
Okay. I think I have your dad. Question for you, Miss Danielle. Is it possible that did your dad have a military connect, or was he connected to somebody that was in the military?
He was.
He
He
was?
was.
Okay. Oh, okay. I think I have your dad here. Let's see what else he's showing me. Is there a reason why he would say the words, "What's all the fuss about"? Is there something that you're overreacting to that you can think of? He's saying, "What's all the fuss about?"
That's something that he will always say, because he always said they were always fussing about something.
Okay. Oh, that's a phrase that he used.
Yeah, we're always fussing about something.
Because all I hear is like, "What's the fuss about?" or something about fussing. Okay. Of course, he sends his love. Whenever our loved ones come through, they always want to send our love, And even though they miss us, they don't miss us like we miss them, because they're always around and they always see what we're going through. So, he's mentioning something with work for you. Has something in the work area changed, or are you going back to work, or something with work for you?
I just got a promotion on Tuesday.
You just got a promotion, so that's the change? Okay.
Yep, and I was so excited to be able to tell him, and at least I know he knows.
He's kind of making this move where he's kind of sitting, he's got his hand on his hip, and he's like this, like he's kind of rooting you on a little bit. He's doing this. I don't know what that means, but he's doing like this. Like, yes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely feeling that he is happy for you. He's also feeling like you may have had some challenges last year, but he's saying that things are getting better for you. Like things are starting to turn in your favor a little bit better. Like you might have went through a little rough patch. So you've had his support the whole time, just to let you know. You have had his support through that rough patch. He definitely sends his love. Do you have a sister?
No.
Let me see. He's mentioning a sister. This might be somebody else. Somebody in the chat says congratulations on your promotion. Let me see.
I said thank you.
Wait, so did he have a sister?
No.
He is saying the word sister. Give me some clarity, sir. Give me some clarity. I'm going to file that back there because I'm not getting clarity on that. He's also got he's got a little lady with him. So I don't know who this could be. She looks older. She may have needed help walking, like a cane or a walker at one time. And let me describe her. She feels like she's much shorter than him, and I feel like her hair is pulled back or pulled up. She's not as dark as him. She does feel churchy. I hate to use the term, but she does feel churchy. But he's holding her hand and he brought her through with him. But her hair feels like it's up. Like, you know how someone used to wear their hair up in a bun? Does anything about her sound familiar?
My grandmother,
Is that his
which
mother?
be my mom's mom, who just passed.
Oh, okay, because he's bringing her in with him. Okay,
And
maybe.
she wore her hair like in a top bun. The
Yeah.
top part.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So he just
Mhm.
got her in with her and she sends her love. She's definitely at peace right now, okay?
And she looked like it too. She was ready.
Definitely at peace. All right, so I'm going to send their love and allow them to pull back, and I'm gonna see if I can connect anybody else, okay? Stay tuned because they might come back. And if you have any questions, please pose your question in the chat, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Okay, guys, I'm just taking a moment to clear. So I have another lady coming in here. She feels much older. She's very light or fair skinned, and she's a small woman. Beautiful hair. Very light. She can almost pass for white, but I don't feel like she's completely white. Can somebody take this lady? She's a very small lady. Let me see what else I see about her.
My mom was short, fair skin, looked almost white, short hair.
Yep, I think I have your mom. So was your mom, I'm getting my military symbol again. Was your mom connected to somebody that was in the military, or was there like a military connect in the family, maybe?
My father was Navy.
Your father was in the Navy?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. What was your mom's name?
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline? Okay. I think I have Jacqueline here. Do you know if your mom ever had a malignancy or a cancer?
No.
Because she doesn't feel alone. I'm trying to see who else this is with her. She has somebody else with her that I can't quite see yet who may have died from a malignancy or a cancer. How old was your mom when she passed?
Mom was 76. I had an aunt who died with breast cancer.
Okay. Was this your mom's sister or your dad's sister?
That was my mom's aunt.
Your mom's aunt? Okay, I think she's here with your mom, but I can't quite see her yet. Was she fair skinned like your mom?
No, she was very dark.
She's very dark. Okay. I can't see her, but I feel like there's somebody here that died from a malignancy. You got a few people step through. Let me try to get them separated. So your mom, did she have anything with the left side? Any tingling on the left side? That's my stroke symbol too. And that can also
She had
be
a stroke.
She had a stroke?
On
Okay.
the left side.
Okay. Okay, because I'm feeling a lot of tingling on the left side, but there's a few people here with your mom, so I'm trying to separate them. Okay. I think I'm almost pretty sure I think this is your mother. And she brings a gentleman in her. She brings a gentleman in with her, but he looks much younger. But I feel like he may have passed before her or much younger than her. Is your father in spirit or is your father still alive?
He's in spirit.
Okay. Was he younger than her? Did he pass before her?
After her.
After her? I don't think this is your father. Did she have a brother that passed before her?
He had no siblings.
No siblings? Okay, who is this gentleman? Because he feels like he passed at a younger age.
Describe him if you can.
So he's not as fair as her, but he's a lighter complexion, like a light brown skin. He also would have had a military connect. He's giving me my military thing. His death would have been sudden.
That might be my uncle.
I don't feel like I don't know if he was ill or whatnot, but I just feel like I just died. I feel like it was unexpected or sudden.
Yeah, it was. If that's him.
Okay.
Ask him if he's Melvin.
Was he on your mother's side?
He's on my dad's side.
Forgot you. I'm sorry. You told me your mom had no siblings. This is. May I ask what took him?
He had a needle that had gotten to his foot and traveled to his heart and killed him suddenly.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. This is him. This is him. Was it the right foot or you don't know?
I don't know.
Okay. Give me a second. Miss Lori, you got a room full of people.
Take your time.
Goodness. Oh, goodness. Hold on. Bear with me as I sort through them. I'm trying to get your mother back here because she stepped up first, but she kind of came in and stepped to the side. So sometimes that happens when they come in and they bring others with them. And then sometimes, okay. Okay. No. Okay. Come on, Jackie. Hold on, wait. I'm trying to see what's going on. Jackie's stepping back, and there's another woman stepping forward. So I got another woman stepping forward, and she's a heavier woman, and she's darker. She's a heavier woman, and she's a darker complexion. Um, she feels taller than your mom. Like looking at them together, she feels taller than your mom, but she she's stepping in front of your mom. Do you know who this woman could be? She's darker, much darker than you.
Lady,
Huh?
dark skin, tall, heavy set.
Wait, can we mute ourselves?
Can you mute it for me?
No, just second.
There we go.
It might be my girlfriend, Neely.
Do you know if Neely used to wear like long skirts?
Yes.
Okay, this is Neely. Okay, so I guess Neely wants to speak, so she's stepping forward. Okay, let me see what Neely has to say. I like her voice. It feels like silk. It feels like butter. She comes in with a lot of love. She's one of those people like, she's one of those, I love you, baby. She's one of those type of people like, I love you. Have you ever had like, I had a grandmother that talked like that, and her voice was just so soothing. Like no matter what she said, it sounded good. Even when she disciplined you, it was like, you know what? You just gonna take this whooping, okay? So just come on over here, and just that's how she sounds. She's so sweet.
She was.
She comes through and she says that she loves you. She's blowing kisses like
Yeah, that's her.
blowing kisses, and she says that she loves you. Okay. So your mom at the time of her death, was there like distance, or did she live somewhere else different from, like, did she live like in another state or another place, or was there some type of distance? It could be.
It's distance now.
Okay. It's distance now?
Yeah.
Okay. Because she's mentioning something about distance. Hey guys, look at you see all that fuzz in my water? Look at that. We got some folks up in here, y'all.
I moved from California to North Carolina.
Okay. So you're originally from California?
Correct.
And that's where your mom was from too?
No, she was from Louisiana, but we were raised and lived in California.
Okay. In Louisiana, did your mom live near water?
Yeah, nothing but water. It's bayou country.
Big state, you know, I'm not sure. I keep seeing water. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I keep seeing water. But you know, California too.
Yeah.
The coast. So I'm not sure. North Carolina too. But she talks about water. Do you like to sit by water or go to water every once in a while?
I like to sit by the lakes and rivers that's here. Yeah.
Okay, because they're kind of telling me that's like a peaceful place for you, like a time to
Mm-hmm.
relax yourself. Um, let me see if I can get any messages from you. Um, when you step out, I might have to pull you back in because there's a gentleman standing in the back, but he hasn't stepped up yet to speak. But I know he wants to step up to speak. He just hasn't yet, so I might have to pull you back again.
Okay.
Of course, you know, of course they send their love, and of course they surround you. Um, do you do any you know, people have several ways of honoring their ancestors and their loved ones, you know, whether they have like an altar or they just remember them or they have pictures hanging or they talk about them and teach about them. But I feel like you have some type of way, shape, or form of paying homage to the people that you love, and they're sending their love and their thanks to you. So they're letting me know to tell you that they're aware, you know,
Okay.
you are sending love and they're very thankful and they surround you. And that's probably why you had so many come through. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So definitely tons of love surrounding you. Okay. So I'm gonna have you pull back. And then when this gentleman decides to come up, I'm gonna have him pull through. But he's kind of sitting back watching. I definitely feel like he's a military connect. But he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit back here for a second. All right, let me clear out. Let me get a look at everyone here. And Laura, you asked the question about ancestors that guide you. Is definitely your mother. Okay, so I have another gentleman in here. Um, he feels like a darker complexion. He doesn't feel like he was a very tall guy, but you know, I put him in like maybe between the five. I don't feel like he quite reached 6 feet yet. So he was probably like maybe average height. He was a dark skinned man. He was thin at one time. He could have been very like he could have been very temperamental or moody at one time. At the end of his life, he may have had several health issues, and for some reason it's something with the legs with him, like I don't know, this is a new symbol for me, so please forgive me, but I see clouds up under his legs. So it's either he couldn't walk at the end of his life, or maybe he had his legs like he might have had amputations. I do feel like he may have had issues of the heart and maybe issues of the kidney. Um, but I also feel like in his lifetime he was not the nicest person. Um, can any
That sounds like my ex-husband.
Okay, did he have a bilateral amputation
No amputation, but he did have issues with his feet.
with his feet?
And he died of renal failure, so he did have kidney and heart disease. And
Okay,
he's dark. He was military.
okay. Was he in a wheelchair at the end of his life?
That I don't know. I know he was pretty much bedridden. And that would have been Bill, if that's him.
Was he abusive?
Very
Okay.
verbally, physically, emotionally.
Bill's been gone a long time.
About 2 years, going on 3 years.
2 going on 3 years. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you have any daughters?
Yes,
How many you got? Do you have 2?
one. One.
Okay. There might be 2 here. Does anyone else in here? Okay. Jessica May said, my dad, double amputee peripheral artery disease. Okay. I think I have them both here. So y'all see what they do? Sometimes they find similarities and they'll come through together. Okay, so did any of them like to drink? Was your ex a drinker? And then Jessica, was your dad a drinker?
No.
Your ex was not a drinker. What about you, Jessica? Was your dad a drinker? Did he drink alcohol? Okay, I think I'm with Jessica. Okay, Jessica, are you able to come on? Are you able to unmute your mic and communicate with me? Okay, cool. It's easier that way than waiting for you to type. Jessica, you there?
Yes, I think you could see me. I don't know. I could.
Oh, look at you. I can see you. Look so beautiful. Okay.
Hello. And here's my son.
Hey. Oh, he is cute. Just like you.
Thank you.
Just like you. Okay, so I think it's you that I'm with, because this person, I could taste the alcohol. I could smell it. So I can tell he was a strong alcoholic. The first thing that he's doing, and he's mentioning a sister. He's asking about your sister. How was you like that?
I mean, I'm not the one to judge. I don't talk to her though. She blocked on my phone, so I can't really answer that.
I think he might want you to make that right.
Me? I mean, I don't know. I can't change nobody else.
he's breaking up your sister, so I think he wants you to make that right. He told me to mention your sister. So, is your mom still with us, or is she in spirit?
She's here last time I checked.
So you can't hand off any messages right now. Let me see what he's saying about your mom. You know, I think what
She's ill. Really ill. I said she's really ill.
Okay, I'm sensing that. He's talking about your sister. He's talking about your mom. He's also talking about a need for you guys to come together. Okay. He's also talking about, stop making those faces. You know, you have no poker face, okay? Let's put the poker face.
I'm not even seeing the face right now.
No, he won't. He also comes through. Was he able to make peace with you guys before he passed away? Or did he?
I think, I mean, we were all there. I mean, I literally held his hand. He told me he fucked up. I told him it's okay. This rest. So, you know, that was that. So, I mean, I think, that was the best attempt in 38 years.
Okay.
So,
yeah. He's
real prideful. So,
yeah.
that was.
You know what? Even though he was a very prideful man, he is like, I don't know. So I feel like when we pass on in spirit, we still have to make things right. And I feel like he is making an attempt to make things right. Hold on, people are having trouble getting in here. This is weird. It won't let nobody in. What's going on here? But anyhow, I'm sorry. He just comes off real apologetic, like he's trying to fix some stuff. But I do think that when people pass on to the other side, what they try to do is to make amends. I feel like when we pass on, we still have work that we need to do. And I think that that's what he's attempting to do. It's a make it right. I'm sorry, y'all. We got folks for some reason who cannot get in. But I think what he is trying to do is make things right. Do you feel like you've forgiven him?
I think I've forgiven him before he passed. I mean, that don't mean I gotta like him or any of them. I just, I realized that they both. It wasn't until I had kids, when I was like, okay, they had to love me, like did the best they can. But then I was able to realize, okay, who did this to you? What happened to you? I didn't. He was back drinking real bad before he passed, so I didn't really get to ask him those questions. And then he wasn't really, like I said, he wasn't going to talk about, because all the years up until I had kids, I was like, okay, let's get this dirt from under the rug, niggas. We gonna talk about this. Ain't no put it under the rug. I was an asshole to them basically about it. But like I said, and then I connected with my aunties and people who were able to further let me understand what was going on when he was a child. And so, I don't really they didn't. My kids don't know them. My kids don't know none of them, or didn't know him before he passed. None of that. But that's because, I didn't see any. You weren't about to do none of that. None of that to my children. So it was forgiveness, but not like I said. I still don't. I feel the same way alive and dead.
Understood. Just wondering. I think I just think I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like he's still asking for forgiveness. That's what I feel.
Probably because he fucked me up.
I just feel a lot of that.
I mean, it's understandable to be sorrowful, but I mean, it's done. I mean, what?
Understood. Completely, I understand. Let me see one last thing he's telling me. I think he also wants you to I don't know, Jess. I don't know. I almost feel as if he keeps bringing up your mom. He keeps bringing up your mom. But if you anything like you was when we was younger, I know you stubborn.
Well, my mom, no, it's a little different with her. I even told her, Mom, it's different with you than it was with Dad. Like, I'm here for you. So recently, it was, oh my gosh. I wish you didn't do my parents could understand. But it was some stuff. And so I haven't talked to her in a couple weeks because I just I had to conserve my energy. You just don't understand. She's like, all these years I didn't talk to her. And I mean, not I didn't talk to her, rather she avoided talking to me. And now she's really sick and she's like, heal me. And it's like, what? How do you now even ask me that? And she wouldn't even trust it. I don't know. I try to help, but They not gonna kill me.
Well, that was a message from your dad. Your dad came through. There's another woman here too, though, and she's very fair skinned. She could be white. So she feels like she's heavy. She doesn't feel very tall. Who is this woman? Because she has a big personality. She comes through with a lot of love.
I think that's my mother's mom, maybe. I never knew her, but or it could be. What color is her hair?
It's darker, but it's like maybe it's like a dark brown, but it's got like reddish hue to it. Like it's got like a reddish hue to it, but it looks really dark.
An older woman? No, but her mom was pretty young when she died. My mom's mom.
Yeah, she feels a little older, and she's got her hair is shorter. Like maybe she might have kept it short, like a bob like short, and she feels on the heavy side.
A white woman?
Or fair skin or light skin. She feels very fair.
I don't really know anyone close to me or
It's okay if you can't think of it. It's okay. It's okay. So I think your dad came in because he wants you to connect with your family. I'm gonna have your dad pull back. Your dad packs a loud punch. Fix the face.
he want people to think that.
Fix the face. 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 Okay. I'm gonna allow your dad to pull.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't know why, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties. So I have people trying to join the call and they can't get in. It's saying that it keeps telling people that I'm in another meeting. And I don't know why. I am not. This is weird because this is the only meeting that I have, but it's not allowing people in. It's odd. Okay. So let me pull the chat back up so I can look at everybody. Oh, where everybody go? No. Okay, let's see what else we got here. I'm gonna take a breather and take a question here. Alexandria, are you looking for somebody named Georgia?
Yes, that's my granny.
Okay. I thought I saw a question about. Some popped up earlier about the minutes being changed. That's weird. Yeah, these people can't get in. Well, if they can't get in, I may just have to refund them because it's not letting anybody else in. So I guess those who got in earlier got to make it, unfortunately, because it's not working. I wonder if I try. So someone here wanted to connect with spirit guides. I can't find who it was. Who asked me about spirit guides? Because I can't find your question here. Okay, gotcha. Let me see. Oh shoot. So the one that asked me about spirit guides, you have a few around you. You know what's neat about spirit guides? I noticed that a lot of people, they tend to carry, like, some of their spirit guides are like native. So one of your spirit guides here, it's a gentleman and he looks Native American. Have you done any work to connect with your spirit guides? Have you seen any of your spirit guides?
Yes, I've done work, but I haven't necessarily seen any.
You haven't necessarily seen any, because the one I feel like he's native, and I know that all spirit guides, they have like a different I know they have like different purposes or different jobs or stuff like that. But this one, he feels more protective than anything. Um, Let me see if I can get another one of your spirit guides. What type of work do you do with your guides?
I have altar work and then I meditate.
You meditate?
Mhm.
But you've never seen any of them. I'm surprised, because you have sight. There's another one here. She feels African. Um, she looks fairly young though, and it's weird because she's a spirit guide, and she actually looks like a child. She doesn't look any older than maybe 11, 12. That's how young she look. Can specific guides or ancestors help with mediumship or specific things? Yes, they can, especially guides, especially spirit guides. But this one, this little girl here, it's funny because we have several guides, but then when I look into your guides, I feel like these two are more upfront than the other ones, than any of your other ones. So it's this native, and it's also this little girl. She definitely looks like she's African, like and she looks like she can't be no older than 12 or 13. Now, what their specific purposes are, I'm not sure, but I can give you an exercise that you can do. It's an exercise called that I did to connect with my spirit guides. It's called automatic writing. Have you heard of that before?
I haven't. Is that automated writing?
Yep. So automatic writing is like when you go into like a semi-meditative state and you just write.
Okay.
So what I did one day was I asked my spirit guides, like, okay, guys, what are your names? And then I went into like some type of automated, like some type of meditative state, and I just wrote. And then it takes a while to get used to it. Like when you first start writing, like some of the stuff you write ain't gonna make no sense. But then after a while, you'll notice it. And I was able to get names and everything. Another thing that I did was I asked my spirit guides to present themselves to me in dreams. And I was able to meet them in dreams. And I think you have that ability to do it. So if I were you, I would try that to see if that works.
Okay.
It's definitely worth a try. But back to what Shanika was asking, can spirit guides help you with your mediumship? Yes, they can. You have lots of spirit guides, and they change all the time. You can basically ask them to help you with anything. I have a spirit guide that I use with my mediumship, and he kind of guards the door. So like if I didn't do it, everybody would just come in at the same time. So he kind of filters through when whoever comes through. Like if I ask him to let one person through the door, he'll let somebody through the door. By the way, I have a gentleman here who was murdered. I have a gentleman here who was murdered. I feel like he was killed at a he was pretty young when he died. He may have been in his I don't know, maybe 30s or 40s. Could he have been younger than that? But I feel like he died by gunshot. I feel like he was killed. So I don't know if anybody had a relative or somebody that was killed. I feel like he was killed. He does feel Southern too. Jessica May, a way that you can recall your dreams is what I practice doing is instead of falling asleep, I practice going to sleep. And when I go to sleep, I just kind of say in my mind all the time, I recall my dreams, I recall my dreams, I recall my dreams, and that helps. There's certain herbs that help with inducing dreams too, and that's like mugwort. Another good one to use for dreams is blue lotus. So you can try those too as well.
What's the best way to use those?
What'd you say?
What's the best way to use those herbs?
I drink them in tea, but you can smoke them too. I prefer the tea.
Is it an unpleasant taste?
Mugwort, no, but mugwort is bitter, but you can add a little honey to it. And blue lotus, another good tea that can help too, that helps me a little bit with dreaming and sleep is holy basil, and holy basil tastes really good.
Okay.
Hold on for a second, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me get back connected. Okay, my dad was killed late 40s, early 50s. Okay, I think I might be with you. Did your dad know the person that took his life?
Believe so.
What'd you say?
I don't believe so. It was police officers.
Oh, the police killed your dad?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Was he shot outside in daylight?
Yep.
Okay, I think I'm with you. I think I'm with you. Another question though, was he unarmed?
No, he was not.
Okay, I may not be with you. Hold on, hold that thought though. Latanya, was he shot in daylight and was he unarmed?
Yes.
Okay, and he didn't know who shot him?
I believe he does know who it was.
Okay, I think I'm with you. Was he slender?
No, he was thick, but not fat, just a big guy like my sons, big men.
Okay. Brandon, was your dad, was he slimmer? Was he a slimmer gentleman or was he thicker too?
Thicker.
Thicker?
Yeah.
Okay. I might have two here. Here we go again. Two-step in. Two-step in. Let me try to separate them. Was anybody like around the car or getting out of a car?
My son's father was.
I'm with you. Okay, I'm with you. I am with you. Okay, so your son's father is here. Is he the father of your oldest son or both of them?
Oldest.
Okay. Is your oldest son gone away somewhere, gone away to school, or gone away somewhere like that?
He was, he's back home now, but he's not at home. Of course, he's in over to his friend's house a lot, but yeah, he was out of town for a while
Okay,
for
that's
school.
fine. Me and you talk every day, and I never thought to ask that. Bad friend, bad friend, bad friend. Okay, so basically he's kind of making me feel like he wasn't always the best person. Like maybe he didn't always treat you the best, or he didn't always make the best decisions. But he's also making me feel like you did a pretty good job raising him. Like he's a good kid overall. Would you agree with that?
Yep.
Um
We used to have this saying, he was a really good guy. He was a very good guy, but he was too trusting. And we used to say this one saying was good intentions, but you never follow through.
but he's kind of making me feel like he wasn't the best guy. Like he didn't always make good. But you know what? If you're too trusting, yeah, you can make some bad decisions.
Yeah.
Especially if you're too trusting.
And actually, I have a candle lit over here, and when you started talking, I'm just going off of science too. The herbs around my candle started to crackle and burn. My candle's almost on fire.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think of course he comes through. He tells me how good of a kid your son is. So you've done a good job with keeping him out of trouble and keeping him in school and stuff like that. So is he back from school because of COVID, or he just decided to come back home?
Both kind of. COVID kind of catapulted him into a different mind frame. He was like, I don't know if I want to go back and possibly have to come back during, the middle of the semester. So he started to think of other ways to go about his journey.
Okay. Because his dad is kind of mentioning to me him going back to school. Something about him going back, or wanting him to go back, or wanting him to finish or to do something. But it's something with school that something with school and completing something he needs to complete, or not need to, but would like him to complete. Is this gentleman's mother still alive, or is she in spirit too?
She passed right before him.
Okay, so what woman would be like a mother to him and still alive? Can you think of who that could be? Is it like an aunt or something like that?
Maybe his sister.
His sister?
Mm-hmm.
Was she like a mother?
Yeah, well, they always say that she talk like she think that she think that she is their mama.
All right. Did his sister have a little weight on her?
Nope.
I got a gentleman that stepped in with him for you. This gentleman would have been tall. He's a tall gentleman. He's a darker complexion. Let me see. He may have had a cancer or malignancy at one time or another, but I'm not sure if that's what took him.
Is he older?
Yeah, he's older. He's older, but he's very smooth, handsome gentleman, darker complexion. He has a smoothness about him. He's very loving. He feels fatherly.
I was gonna say, I think that's my dad.
He feels fatherly. He comes through. So you can sense when your dad is around. You can sense him. You can sense him, and he visits you a lot, especially in dream. Which I'm already kind of aware of this because we're in the same spiritual group. But he visits you a lot, especially in dream. Your dad is that ancestor that guides you a lot. So some of the things that you do, did you know that they're inherited?
What do you mean?
Like some of your gifts.
Yes.
Some of your practices, like you mentioned, the candle and stuff like that. Those are all he's telling me those are all inherited. He also has another woman with him. She doesn't feel as tall as him, and she may have had a little weight on her. And she's also a darker complexion, but I don't feel like she's as dark as he is. It could be a grandma. Is your grandmother, is his mom in spirit too?
His mom, my grandmother passed when he was young, so I never met her. She passed
Who raised
when
him?
he was a godmother, and she passed later on. She was kind of heavy set.
I think that's who he is with right now. I think
Okay.
he has brought her through. He has brought her through. So he sends a great deal of love to you. And he sends a great deal of love to you. And what is he saying? This symbol don't make sense to me, Latanya. I'm going to come back to the symbol, but he keeps making himself really large. I can't explain it. It's almost as if he looks like a giant.
Yeah, that's how he appeared to me. And the last time that I had a visitation from him, I remember at the end, he was just extremely large. Extremely. And I was like, almost like I compared it to like God-like, when we think about the beings being larger.
Yeah. Have you ever heard the term like exonerated ancestors or ancestors who have like exhaled? I wonder if it's like one of those situations to where he's an ancestor who had excelled or grew or exonerated.
That's kind of what I felt too. I don't really know too much about it, but that was the feeling or impression that it left on me.
Gotcha. And he's also probably giving me symbolism of that dream to let you know that that dream that you had was real. Because
Okay.
it's funny, had you not mentioned it, I don't even remember you talking about that dream. But Shanika says she remembers us talking about it. We talked about it in class, didn't we?
Yeah, because that was something that stood out to me about how large because initially he was just regular. Then when I hugged him, that's when I noticed, oh my goodness, how are you this, large?
Wow. That's amazing. He's in your energy a lot.
Yeah.
So keep him there. And my candle is over here going crazy, by the way.
Yeah, mine too. I actually had like maybe 4 or 5 flames on one candle. So I was like, oh.
Yeah, my candle's over here going crazy.
So send my love right back to him. You know it. He already know though.
So Brandon, I want to pull you back to your dad because I also think he's here too. Your dad comes off to me. I can't explain his energy. And it's funny because his energy kind of feels like your energy is very strong. It's very he has a powerful energy about him. Like it's very, I won't say the word revolutionary, but I want to say the word revolutionary, but it's very like revolutionary. That's the best word that I can think of. Does that make any sense?
Rebel?
Huh?
Rebel?
Yeah, like he was a rebel. Like a rebel. Like he was feisty. He was stern, stubborn. I don't know. I can't think of the right word, but it's like even with his energy, it's almost like a push. Like everything was a push with him. Am I making any sense? I'm talking feeling because I can feel him more than I can see him.
I believe the feeling fits.
So you said that he was murdered by the police. Was he innocent or did he commit a crime and they gunned him down?
That's a great question. Was he innocent? It was a domestic violence situation where he had a gun in argument with my stepmom. When the police came, he didn't back down, so they shot him.
Okay. Stubborn.
So it's like, was he breaking the law? It was a domestic dispute gone horribly wrong.
Okay, gotcha. That's unfortunate. Um,
His nickname was they call him Bull sometimes. Yeah, they
that's
call him Bull.
probably where I'm getting the stubborn because I wanted to say bullheaded, but I didn't want to insult you. But since you said his nickname was Bull, then that makes sense. I'm like, if I say bullheaded, then I'm insulting him. But if his nickname was Bull, then I understand why I thought the word bullheaded. So I definitely think I have your dad here. Um, how long has your dad been gone?
7 years. Yeah, maybe 7 or 8 years.
7 or 8 years. I know you have the brothers with your mom, but did he have children with your stepmom?
A couple.
A couple,
Nah, yeah, it was three.
three. Three's a magic number. Do y'all talk or do you speak with them?
I try to keep up with them. It's a age gap, different interests. But we all kind of keep to ourselves, so it's hard for introverts to reach out to each other.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. He says that you're stubborn like he is. Do you think you're stubborn, Brandon?
No question about it. So I consider it a blessing.
He's giving me my apple symbol. And I'm not saying, but so he gives me my apple symbol, which is like the apple don't fall far from a tree. But then he also tells me that you're a much better man than he was, too. So basically, I think he's basically saying like, I almost feel like he's saying like you have. I'm snapping. His connection is weak, by the way. He's making me feel like I have a lot of similar characteristics, but you're just a better man. You make better choices. You know.
Yeah, that sounds like him for sure.
Mhm. So his connection is weakening on me, so I'm gonna allow him to pull back. Okay. I need to clear for a second. So guys, if y'all can give me a second, I'm gonna clear my energy a little bit. Alexandria, are you still here?
Yes.
How are you?
Um, I'm okay. I got a little bug today. So I've been in the bed all day.
Feel better.
Thank you.
I know you mentioned the name Georgia. You said Georgia was your grandmother.
Mhm.
Was she a brown skin lady?
Yeah.
Okay. Two questions. My first question is, did she have any pets? And my second question is, do you have anybody in your family by the name of Paul or Peter?
No, she didn't have any pets, and no to Paul and Peter.
Okay.
Well, wait, she had cats when my mom was living with her when they was younger. Like, my mom loved cats. But when my mom moved out, no, she didn't have any pets.
Didn't have any pets. I keep seeing a bird. I don't know if anybody.
Oh my gosh, that's my husband's grandma.
Oh, did she have a bird? She had
Oh my gosh, she had a talking bird.
she had a parakeet.
Yes.
Okay, what was his name?
Pico.
Pico. Okay.
Yes.
So Pico. Okay. Was the bird like family? Because I feel like the bird is like family.
Oh my God, yes, they love that bird.
Was she a brown skinned woman as well?
Yes.
Okay, I might have her.
Oh my gosh.
Let me think. Let me see. Did she wear glasses?
She did.
Okay. Okay. I think I have her here. What's her name?
Oh my gosh, her name was Beverly. Granny Bev.
Okay. Okay. Um, was she very expressive?
She was.
Like
She
she's
was
talking to
really.
me and
She
she's like
was really outgoing. Yes.
talking to me and she's like this and she's just clapping and she's just like she's very expressive.
Yes, that's Granny Bev.
Do you know? I know you've been with your husband for quite some time, but do you know anything about a ball game or something about going to a ball game or anything like that?
A ball game.
Do you know?
I don't.
Okay.
Any like Power Peter or something.
A ball game?
Yeah, like Power.
Like maybe like a Reds game or a baseball game. Is there anything like that? Why would she mention like a ball game? I feel like I'm outside at a ball game. Or did maybe she go watch some kids play sports, but I feel like I'm outside at a ball game.
I mean, besides Noah's games.
No, but that's a different side though.
We were supposed to go to the Reds.
Oh, so, well, my husband said that they were supposed to go to a game.
Okay. I don't know. She's mentioning a ball game. She has my she has my symbol for like being very family oriented. She's got on the I don't know y'all look. I don't know why my symbol is the family reunion T-shirt. You're like you know how back in the day when you went to family you got the T-shirt with the whole family on it. So she's showing me that, which tells me that she was very family oriented. So for me that's symbolic of the family. So that's what she was. She sends a great deal of love to you guys. She likes she really likes she's showing me your little one. I know you got a little girl.
Alex, yeah, she was a baby when she passed away.
Yeah, that's your little superstar right there. That's your little superstar.
It's my ghetto baby.
So, Georgia, was Georgia a woman of the church?
She was.
Her personality, was it a lot more calmer compared to
yeah, Granny Bev was like really like out there in my Granny like, Georgia. She was more quiet.
I have this other lady right here. She's more quieter. She's more softer. The first thing she's showing me is that she feels very tidy. I don't know why she's showing me herself like making up a bed, but making sure it's perfect.
Yes,
no
yes, definitely my granny. She used to make up her bed every morning perfectly.
Yeah, like I don't see no creases or nothing. Boy,
no,
probably drive her crazy because I don't never make it, but it's real creased up and nice. She's really sweet. Let me see what message she has for you.
I got a question. Can I ask her a question?
Sure, we can try.
Okay, the very first time I spoke to you, it was about my marriage, and you said she showed me a suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
I went through with my husband and stuff.
That's okay.
And now, moving forward, and we actually are planning our vow renewal and stuff like that. Is she proud of me?
So I want you to know that she makes me feel like no matter what you do, she's always proud of you. So that's no question, okay? She's always proud of you. Hold on real quick. I'm sorry, guys. She's extremely proud of you. She's showing me she's showing me like needle and thread, and that is my symbol for mending. So that tells me that whatever y'all got going on, that you guys are mending, like you're trying to mend whatever went on between the two of you. So she's showing me a mending. So she wants you to continue to work. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Okay, guys, hold on for just a second for me, okay?
Okay.
Bear with me, guys. Just a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Anyhow, Alexandra, you still there?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. Back to what I was saying. She was showing me her symbol for mending. So I have the feel that you guys are trying to mend things. Okay. But keep in mind that so what she's showing me is you. And I think what she wants me to tell you is that whatever you do, make sure you make decisions and you do whatever you do from a clear space. So it's weird. She's kind of seeing like you sit in and she see your head going crazy, and I feel like whatever's going on in your head is being vacuumed out, so you can calmly make any decisions that you need to make. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a little. I'm just.
It's like
I'll be confused.
it's like being clear. It's like trying to stay clear, be clear. I think sometimes what happens is that you stew, or like you think, or you stew. Does that make sense? I think it's more about like being clear.
She's already shown me she has absolutely no respect for my relationship. So when you mess with
How I look crazy.
I know. Can you press the mute button for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Alexandria.
Yes.
Is there anything else you wanted me to say to your grandmother?
Yes, tell her that I miss her a lot, and Serenity definitely misses her. She's still going through the motions.
How long she been gone?
She's been gone for almost 4 years.
Okay.
So and my oldest daughter, she took it really bad. So like probably like last week, she sent me a text from her bedroom telling me she missed Granny. So we still dealing with it. But tell her we love her, we miss her, and stay with us.
Gotcha. All right, let me allow her to pull back.
Thank you.
Guys, Mercury is in retrograde. So I knew it was gonna be too good to be true when it started up. I'm like, watch, something gonna act up. And sure enough, it did. Half the people trying to get in can't even get in. So, all right. I'm gonna allow your grandmother to pull back. Okay, let's look down the line. Danielle, Larry Brown, was that your dad that I had already connected with? I'm trying to make sure I connect with most people.
Yeah, he came in first.
Okay, he came in for you. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, Miss Lori, Ruth Bodor, correct me, please. Hey, Miss Reedy, can you mute your phone out?
Can I do what?
Can you press the mute button?
Okay.
Okay, so for everyone that just came in, if you need me to connect with somebody in particular, you could type their name in the chat, and if I can pull them, I will try my best. Is Miss Lori still in the chat?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Miss Lori, you said the name Ruth can you pronounce it for me so I can say it right?
Boudreaux.
Boudreaux. Okay, so who was Ruth Boudreaux?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother? Okay. I'm going to see if I can connect with Ruth Boudreaux, okay? If I can't, we'll come back to her. Okay, so was Ruth Boudreaux a darker or lighter woman?
Neither. She was, I guess I would say caramel color.
Caramel color? Okay. Was she a little heavy set?
Yes.
Okay. I think I may have her. Do you know if she was a woman of the church?
She went to church every Sunday.
Hey, Miss Reedy, press your mute button for me, okay? On the bottom.
Okay.
You see it?
Let me see. Where is the? Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I think I have her. How old was she when she passed, Miss Lori?
She was 83.
She was 83. Were you very close with her?
Yes.
Okay. So when I say close, I mean close. Like, did she live with y'all at one time, or did you live with her at one time?
She lived with us at one time.
She did live with y'all at one time. Okay, because she's giving me the feel that like you guys lived together, like under the same roof at one time. Was this in California or was it somewhere else?
California.
California. Was she a gardener?
No.
Okay, I might have somebody else here too. I keep seeing a garden. I see herbs like a garden. Did she die of natural causes or did she have an illness?
Natural causes.
Okay. Okay, Miss Lori, I'm going to try to get a stronger connection from her. It's not strong enough for me to connect. So if I can get her, I'll come back to you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's go down this chat some more. Candace. Is Candace still here?
Yes.
Okay, Candace. How old, your son King, how old was he?
He was just a baby. A little baby. It was still birth.
He was still birth.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it
wow.
was like when I found out that I was like the day I was supposed to go have him is when I found out.
That you were pregnant? Oh, that
No,
you
had passed away. It was like my the same day I was going to have him is the day I found out that he had passed away.
But you have another child, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many children do you have now?
2. I got a son and a daughter.
Son and a daughter. How long ago did little King pass?
He would be it was 6 years ago.
Did you lose any other children? Because I see more than one star over your shoulder. Did you possibly miscarry or anything else like that? I'm sorry, when I see infants, I see babies, I see stars. And sometimes a lot of times they're right over your shoulder.
Yeah,
I understand. What's understood don't need to be said. Because, when they pass, they're always with you. Okay? So, like, a lot of times when a mother loses a child will still be, like, with them. So, your baby, your son, his spirit is very much with you. Some believe that they don't actually. So, it's a couple of things. I've seen different things. Some of them might stay with the mom, and I see that. And then some of them I might see ancestors might have them. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Your baby's with you. So I also feel that you still struggle with this. Tell me again how long it's been.
6 years.
6 years. You still struggle with this. Why do you, can I ask you a question? Not, and I don't know if you're aware of it, but why do you feel guilt? What's that feeling? Do you feel like something could have been done differently?
Yeah, I just was like super stressed and like, I don't know. Like I could have did something different or
I believe that the reason I believe that when he came, he wasn't meant to be here for that long. I don't think there's anything that you could have done any different. I don't think you did anything wrong. Some souls are just meant to be here very briefly, and he served his purpose. I don't feel like there's anything neglectful on your side that you did. And I know you were stressed a lot. Were you in a tough relationship at that time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's not your fault. You carry a lot of weight on you. You carry a lot of stress on you now. And not only with him, but just with life, period. I think you tend to take the blame for a lot of things that you need not to take the blame for.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between taking accountability for certain things and releasing them and holding on to them. And you tend to hold on to things. You hear me? Stress kills.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things you need to let go of. Your baby, I feel like his spirit is definitely at peace. Okay, and he's with you. This was not your fault. There's nothing that you did. There was nothing that you could have done any differently. I'm sorry, I've never lost a child before. So not no stillborn. So I definitely can't relate to that type of pain. But his spirit is definitely with you. You got some other little stars with you too.
Oh.
So whenever you like, rest or you think, you can always talk to them. What I do is, because I've lost children too, is I like candles. Light your white candle. If you want to, you can carve his name on the candle and just light it and just think about him.
Crazy. I got well, first thing, like when you said you just didn't feel like, I guess he was supposed to be here long.
Mm-hmm.
Like my whole pregnancy, I really like I have dreams sometimes, but I was having dreams the whole time I was pregnant. And I was like pretty much just fighting for him like the whole time. Like every dream I had about him, I was fighting for him. And then like, you know how sometimes you could see your baby face in your dream, like if you pregnant, like every time I seen his face, it was like blue or green. But I just be fighting for him like the whole time. And then I found out, that had happened. So I don't know. It's just kind of.
So there's this law. It's the universal laws, and one's the law of correspondence. And a lot of stuff that happens in the spirit realm, it goes on here in the world. That's why astrology and planetary placements, they affect us. It's a law of correspondence. As above, so below, as above, as within, as without, so forth, whatever not. You guys want to learn more about the universal law? Read a book called The Key Valiant.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, why did I just send it to Danielle's phone? Oh, this is weird to everyone. Let me fix the chat. But anyhow, what happened was spiritually you were fighting for him. You were fighting to keep him here, but it was his time. He knew that he was not meant to be here long, and that's what you were feeling or what you were seeing. You were fighting for him to stay, but it wasn't meant for him to stay long. And just to tell a quick story, I remember one time I had a dream that I woke up, and when I woke up, I found my 16-year-old son. He was younger at the time, but he was hanging. Scared the mess out of me. It felt real. It felt like I was getting up to go get him ready for school, and there he was hanging. Scared the mess out of me. And to make it so bad, on top of that, my mom, who is passed, I never hear her. I never connect with her, but I'm driving and I hear her voice and she tell me she coming to get him. I'm like, oh, hell no. So I lost it. When I say I was out of it, I was out of it. There was just nothing that I can do. And I remember praying to her, and I had a dream that she came and she told me, baby, I'm buying time. I'm buying time. So at that time, he got really ill, and I took him to the doctor. He had all these health issues going on. I'm like, this shit real. Like, and this is after the fact. He got all these health issues. And she came to me and she was like, I'm buying time, baby. I'm buying time. It's okay. I'm buying time. That's what she tell me in the dream. And a few months later, all of a sudden, I took him to a doctor and all his labs were clear. But it's always this feeling in the back of my head, like, so how much time did she buy? We're always, and I tell you the story to tell you that we're always doing stuff in spirit. We're always working in spirit. There are things, we're making connections, we're meeting people, we're guiding people towards us. There's always things that's happening in the spirit. You were fighting to keep your baby here, but he could not stay.
Okay.
So those dreams are very, it's dope that you had an awareness of that. That's really dope.
Yeah. I didn't understand it at first, but then it was like, after everything happened, I was like, maybe that's why I was having them dreams and stuff. Because, I mean, with my other kids, like, I literally had a dream, and, like, I could see their face. Like, my daughter looked exactly how she looked in my dream, like, But my first son, I, like, couldn't. I was always fighting, like, every time. Like, just fighting, but.
Yeah, but now he's with you. So don't you ever think that he's gone straight far away. When they leave us, they're not really gone. We just can't see them. You can't destroy energy that just changed form.
Right.
Change form. Also, for the new people that came in, any questions about mediumship, please pose them in the chat. and I will try to answer your questions accordingly. Okay, so I have somebody here. I don't know if anybody had anyone that passed from a lung cancer. He may have been a heavy smoker at one time, but he's got like a real froggy voice, but I hear a lot of coughing, lots and lots and lots and lots of coughing. And it may not have been a lung cancer, but it's something with the lung. I'm hearing a lot of coughing. Did anyone have, it's a gentleman, by the way. Did anyone lose a gentleman who may have had some type of illness where there were like lots of coughing? I feel like, and it's like one of them nasty smokers coughs, like one of but a lot of coughing. But it's something with the lung with this person. Can anybody take this person? He would have been an older gentleman when he passed. Can anyone take this person?
Can you describe him further?
Sure. I feel like he's a brown skinned man. He also feels like he may have had a military connect as well. He doesn't feel like a very tall or big man. I do feel like older. He was older when he passed. He may have had a cane or walking stick, or he may have needed help walking. And also for some reason he feels like he tremors a lot. Like, you ever met anybody with Parkinson's, like they tremor a lot? He feels like that, but it's a lot in the lung area with him. Are you able to take anything about him?
Sound like Mr. Vereen. Oh, it's a family friend.
Family friend. And then the iPhone user says maybe. Who was this iPhone user that says maybe? Because your name is not up here. Rachel, did this gentleman have a military connect? Okay. So with this gentleman, was this something with the foot?
He walked with a cane. He was ex-military. He had a lung problem where he had to cough up a lot of phlegm all the time.
Okay, I think I'm with you. And who was this man?
Louis Vereen.
Louis Vereen. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like a friend of the family.
Yes.
I think I'm with you. There's another Louis here too, though, but this two Louises here. Okay, because another man stepped up. Okay, let's see. Do you know why he would be showing me, like, why do I see, like, and it could be, Miss Laura, you got so many people. And it could be, I keep seeing a store, like a general store, like a little store. Do you know anybody who owned a store or worked in like a little store like that? It's like a little general store. Can you think of it? It's like one of those, they don't have many of them like they used to, like one of them old mom and pop stores that you can go to.
Like an old country store?
Yeah, like that.
I don't think he had one, but he used to sell vegetables that he would grow.
I'm with you. Because you remember when I asked you, did Ruth Boudreaux have a garden? Because I kept seeing the garden.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm with you. This was him stepping through. Okay. This is him stepping through. And he would sell his vegetables, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Was he also a good cook?
Yes.
Okay. I smell food, but there's something that I'm smelling in particular. It smells really good, and it's in a big pot. It smells almost like some type of stew, like but it smells really good.
I was teaching him how to make a stew in a slow cooker.
Okay.
A little bit before he died.
It smells really, really, really good. Okay. I think he just comes through and he sends his love to you.
Oh, that's awesome.
You just got him popping up in here. Got him popping up in here. Okay. Brandon, I'm going to call you back because there's another Lewis in here.
Okay.
Who is Lewis Moore?
Lewis Moore is my wife's father.
And he didn't have anything with the lung?
No, not with the lung. Not that I'm no. Well,
What about the heart?
no.
Okay. All right, then I don't think I'm with you then. Another Lewis here, or maybe somebody like a Lewis. Okay, I don't think I'm with you. Mm. Okay, so there's a couple here. There is a husband and wife here. I feel like the husband went first, but I don't feel like the wife went too long after him. He feels like he's lighter than the wife. She feels darker. One of them may have been a smoker, like maybe a cigarette smoker. The wife feels like she's they would have been together several years, and the wife, she feels really spicy. And I'm getting the name, I can't understand the name, but it's like Cleotis. It's like it's got a clee to it, like a clee to it. Can anybody take this couple? I know it's not much of a description, but it's kind of hard to give. They may have had 2 to 3 children. Can anybody take this couple? Cleotis, Cletus, Cleo, CLE. Can anybody take this couple here? Let me see if I get more. Okay, so one of them is mentioning having a grandchild shortly before they passed. I feel like it was a boy that was born shortly before they passed. So like maybe like a child was born and they would have passed a little bit later. And I feel like the husband went before the wife. Can anybody take this couple? Clopton. Okay. And I think I'm with you. Can you come up? Can you come on the voice? I mean, I hear you. I hear you chopping at the keys because you ain't muted. So you might as well talk. And
Yes, cuz.
okay. So how old was your son when your grandfather passed?
3 months.
Okay, because I didn't know your grandparents very well. So when you used to go to their house, did they have like a seating area they would sit together all the time?
Mm-hmm. In the living room, or
Okay.
either on the porch.
Did your grandfather have like a recliner? I know this is like a general question, but I don't know why there. It's something about the living room where they sit at together.
No, he had a chair in the corner.
He had a chair in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on, y'all. Which one of them smoked? Was it your grandmother or your grandfather?
Both.
They both smoked? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So your grandmother, would you understand what she says? Which I kind of understand what she says because the sarcasm is just so in your family. But she's talking about your mother, and she says, I love her, but she done lost her damn mind.
Ooh, God, yes. Ooh, y'all excuse my French, but yes, she has.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you know it makes sense. Yes, it makes sense. Yes, it makes sense.
And she said it like this. She's like, she done lost her damn mind. And that's how she said it like this. I'm sorry. Okay, so Your grandmother is mentioning your pain to me, which I'm no stranger to because I know you well. She's mentioning your pain to me, but she's also, are you losing weight? I haven't noticed. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you.
I haven't noticed either. I don't know.
She's mentioning something about losing weight or slimming down or something to help with your pain. Okay. And she's also mentioning, it's funny because she's making me feel like she's working to send you the right doctor to help you. It's funny because it's like, it's almost as I see her on the phone calling and cussing doctors out trying to find you the right doctor to come. Like, you know what?
Yeah, that sounds like her too. You know, she'll cuss
Like,
somebody in a heartbeat.
you're like you're not doing right, you know, send somebody. And the funny thing is your grandfather, he just kind of lets her drive. He lets
Yep.
her, she runs it. She wears the pants. She wears the pants, you know. He's just kind of like her yes man. So I think he kind of like did whatever she said. He'll fuss at her a little bit, but she ran the show. That's what I'm feeling.
Yep.
Matter of fact, she ran the show for everyone. So she's making me feel like her loss, you know, that took a lot away because she was a structure. But she kind of tells me that in a way that you kind of filled her footsteps. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like you stepped up, like you kind of took her, like you're that structure now.
Lord, yeah. She can have it back. Can she just come back? She can have it.
So she wants you not to stress.
That's easier said than done.
Yeah, but she's making me feel like you do a whole lot and she wants you not to stress, okay? So maybe you can do a little bit better with your stressors, like stress relief, and not taking on too much, especially when it comes to your mama who done lost her mind. She got to go. So can you please tell your mama who has lost her ever-loving mind to take it easy on you?
Girl, she stressed me out earlier today. Oh Lord.
Did she cuss at you? Yes, I guess that's a rhetorical question because she cusses at you every day.
Yeah, today, today, yeah. She was she was on something else today. She was gonna get pushed over. I told you I'm push her over.
Well, we can't do that, okay?
We can, we just not supposed to.
So I'm gonna allow your grandparents to pull back with was your grandfather ever in the military, Ian?
I don't know. My daddy was.
I think your dad is here.
Oh Jesus.
Okay. I think I have your dad too. I think your dad is here. Let me get him real quick. Okay, so your dad sends his love. We got a lot of military folks in here. So if I keep asking, that's because I got a lot of military folks in here. He sends his love. Your dad sends his love, of course. They always do. He's talking to me how big your son is.
Yeah, he big. Yeah.
He's making him look like he's huge. Like he's making me feel like your son is huge. He's a big boy. You know what's weird? Your dad is showing me. You remember that day we went to the cemetery and we were standing in that empty field, and you was like, "I know his grave was somewhere around here."
Mm-hmm.
He just brought that back to me. So I'm wondering if that means that we were in the right spot. You remember we were trying to find what spot it was? He's like, "Man, I know it. I remember that tree was right here."
Yeah.
I think we were in the right spot because he's taking me back to that place for some reason. So I think he's giving confirmation that we were in the right spot. Yep, because I see it clear as day. Maybe we can take some flowers out there or something whenever you're ready. I know you don't like cemeteries.
Terrified of them.
So whenever you're ready, we'll take some. Okay. All right. I'm going to, we'll do something for him.
All right. Tell them all I love them.
Okay, I'm going to allow them to pull back. You got folks up in here too. You done had a lot of loss.
Yeah.
You had a heart attack. You had a friend that had a heart attack. Who is Shani or Shay or Shanice?
Hey, Shondell.
Shondell. She
Yeah.
have a heart attack.
We don't know what happened to her. They just said they found her in her yard passed, but I had talked to her the night before. I thought somebody upstairs did something to her, but they said it was supposed to have been a heart attack, but I don't know.
A heart attack. Was she dark skinned, have you said?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was a heart attack here. She was loud.
Yes.
She's like, hey! Like that sausage. Did y'all used to party?
Yeah. Yeah.
Palmer sign.
Yeah. What she was a friend of the family.
Okay. Gotcha. You know, I told y'all like the next door neighbor can come through. You just never know. Okay. So let's see where else we are.
I just looked at her picture the other day too.
I have Missy and Nay here too, but we can just talk about them later.
I thought about them. Jesus Christ.
You got a lot of love here, Ann. You scared of She got a lot of love here. Lori, you asked about deities. A good deity with you would be, and you know their correspondences. So I don't like to say one in particular, but you have a very motherly energy to you. So a motherly deity, like it depends on which pantheon you're connected to or you're drawn to, would be like your Yemiya or your Mami Wata or your who is another motherly deity? There's so many of them. Like your Urzuli into voodoo, that's another motherly deity. But something that's motherly, you have that soothing motherly energy. So any deity that has like a motherly energy to her, I think would be great. And also for you, I'm also feeling the Egyptian deity Horus or Heru. It's something about his energy with you. I'm not sure. I don't know how you are with the Egyptian deities, or you could find a correspondence to him. I always tell people to look at correspondence because you might not be drawn to that culture, but something like that. And there's one more deity that's in your energy a lot, and that is the Jade Emperor. That's prosperity, abundance. If you can connect with him, I think that you'll be great. So there's this lady that I know who makes some dope oils, and she makes a Jade Emperor oil. Her name is M. Rain. If you want some more information on her, I can get you her information. But I use her Jade Emperor oils on my candles. And when I tell you results, mama, results. Okay.
Now you said Yemenya.
Yeah.
Did you say Horan or Horu?
Horus, Horu. And then Yemiya, she can also correspond with like the Urzuli Dantor or Mami Wata. Those are more African deities, but it just depends on whatever pantheon. You can like Google what corresponds to Yemiya, and it'll give you several like, it's like you have a mother-like energy. You have that protective mother-like energy to you. Very soothing, protecting mother-like energy. So I think that'd be a good one for you as well.
Okay, I was thinking about Oshun. I had them written down, but now I can't find them. You know how that is. I had it just before we came on. Oshun, Ugun. I wanted to ask about those in particular. Trying to think of who else.
Oshun is the goddess of beauty and sweet water. I love her. Look, I got on her colors now.
Yeah, the gold.
Yeah, so Oshun is the goddess of beauty and sweet water. Oh, look, Latanya Isis and Hathor, those are motherly deities too. But Oshun is beautiful to connect with. She likes I think oranges. When I give her offering, I'll give her oranges with some molasses. Make sure you taste them before you give them to her at offering. There's a story behind that. Also flowers like marigolds, sunflowers, and things of that nature. You can look for her. Then Ogun. So Ogun, you can if you could find like an old bullet or railroad spikes. I think his his animal is his friendly is a dog. Ogun is also over children. He protects children as well. So that can I can see Ogun in your energy. You know.
What about Ishu?
Eshu.
Eshu.
Eshu, that's Ifa. So Eshu is let me look at my notes real quick.
He is Alewa.
Okay, yeah. So Eshu is like he's like a correspondence to Papa Legba, like the crossroads. So a lot
I had a dream with him.
Oh wow. But you know, a lot of people with a lot of those traditions, you have to go through either Eshu or Papa Legba before you can expound upon anything else. So that makes sense. So if you had a dream about Eshu, you might look into studying like Ifa, like the Orisha. Shango. Yeah.
Yeah, I have it.
That might be a good tradition for you. Yep, see? Great book. Great book.
Yeah. I'm just getting into this. And it's Vaughn mentioned Tahuti.
Tahuti, that's the knowledge.
And Oya, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Oya is she's over the storms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's neat. You start to see which ones correspond to you most. They'll come to you in dreams. You'll see. You'll be able to tell which you're drawn to the
I already
most.
put in an order for some holy basil so that I can remember my dreams.
Okay, that's neat. And send me your information. I'm gonna send you some of my sleeping oil.
Okay.
I'll get you some of my oil. I got some oil called Dream Catcher. It helps you to sleep, but it also induces dreams. Okay. I'll send it to you.
All right.
Okay, so Tasha wants to know what ancestor deity works to help me with my intuition. Tasha, can you come on camera so I can see your face? Where you at? Where's Tasha?
Where are you?
There you go, Tasha. That's a tricky question because it could be any of them. So there's an exercise that you can do. I don't know if you were in here when I was talking about automated writing.
Okay.
So automated writing is when you go into that meditative state and you write, and you can also ask them to appear to you in your dreams. Okay. You can also ask them to appear to you in your dreams, and that's a good exercise that you can do to figure out. Sometimes the first thing that comes to your mind is who it is. Who do you feel like works with you with your intuition?
Oya and Obatala.
Okay, there you go. So what you can do is in your dreams, look for symbolism of those two and see what comes to you. You know, Obatala is the he's over the sky, right? Yeah. Obatala is over the sky. And Oya, she's storm. She's
yeah. And I resonate with storms because they bring me peace.
Mm-hmm. Then that's probably who works with you the most. That's probably who works with you the most. So always listen to yourself, because especially if you're naturally an intuitive, you know, your gut would never lie to you. Your gut would never lie to you. Okay, so I got another ancestor coming through. This is another heart attack. This gentleman. So this gentleman, for some reason, I'm feeling the need to want to go fishing. So he would have died of a heart attack, and I feel like his death would have been very sudden and unexpected. I feel like he would have liked to fish or go fishing. I also feel like he may have been a man of the church, perhaps even a pastor or a deacon, but he would have been man of the church. I'm not feeling any. He keeps mentioning daughters, so he may have had some daughters. Can anybody take this gentleman?
Is his name Ike?
Who was Ike to you, Ann?
I call him Papa Ike. He went to church with us. He was a deacon at the church.
Was he? Did he like to fish? Was he a fisherman?
Yes, and he always had fish fries.
Did he have 2 to 3 daughters?
Yes. And Yvonne, yeah.
Okay, and he died of a heart attack?
I don't know what Papa Ike died from.
Okay, let's see. Let me see if I get a visual of him. Was he a darker gentleman, a little heavy on, was he a darker gentleman, maybe a little heavy on the stomach area, a little heavy?
Yeah, in the stomach area. Yeah, and he was dark.
Okay, gotcha. Then I think I'm with you. Do you know if he used to like to sing or anything like that? Were you close to him?
Yes, he sung in the men's choir at church.
Okay, because I'm hearing like a, you know that church voice that yeah, Lord, you know that type of voice. But the funny thing is, it's like he's clapping, but he's not clapping on beat. So he's clapping, but it just doesn't feel on beat. But he has a voice. He just clapping, but it ain't there. You know, he that clap that you hear in between claps. You know, in church where everybody clapping on beat, but it's always that clap in between claps. That's him.
That's Papa Ike.
Okay. So who exactly was Papa Ike to you?
Well, after my godfather passed, he was more like my godfather. We was always in church together. We was always at his house. He was another grandfather.
Okay. So when I met you, of course, and you were much older, we were adults, but he's showing me you as a little girl, and he's telling me like when you used to get like a temperamental, he's kind of showing me you sitting there like this. Is that something you used to do?
Yep, I used to pout, and I would get what I wanted.
Yeah, and he's also telling me like he's the sneaky like not sneaky but like give you like treats, food, like,
candy. Yep.
And he said he's telling me like when you would come over there, you automatically knew you was gonna get something. So it was like automatic, like let me just put my hand out. You know what I mean? So, did you ever go fishing with him?
No.
Okay, so he's talking to me about fish fries. Did he used to host fish fries, or they used to have them at the church?
He would have them at his house and at church.
Okay, because he's talking to me about fish fries. He said, I love me some fish. You like fish?
I know my mama say all the time, Papa Ike, you and Papa Ike will be gone fishing all the time, because I love fishing now.
How long has he been gone?
He's been gone well over 10 years.
Oh wow. Okay, so I'm gonna have his energy pulled back with love. Brandon, I'm not sure why your father's energy was weak. It was just a weak connection. It's funny because sometimes connecting to the ancestors like connecting to the internet. You just never know what type of connection you want to get. Some connections are stronger than others. Like some connections I have to work harder to keep than others. If that makes any sense.
That's cool.
Okay, so Jessica, you're mentioning somebody by the name of James Blair. James Blair, was his death sudden? And was he a darker complexion? Is Jessica still here? Okay. Was James shot or did he die from oh, he was light skinned. I got somebody darker here. Let me see if I can find. Was James murdered? Okay. I have a darker skinned gentleman here for you that was murdered. Do you know anybody that was a darker complexion that was murdered?
Do they have dreads?
Yes. And did somebody lose an ancestor or a relative by the name of Barbara or Beverly? Somebody named Barbara or Beverly is here. It's a B name. And I'm probably sure everybody, that's a common name, y'all. I'm sorry, but we'll go from there.
That my husband's grandma, but we just talked Beverly.
Yeah, I don't think it's this one. This is somebody else. It's like a B name. It could be like a Beatrice, but it's definitely a B name. And I feel like it's an older woman. Can anyone connect with this woman?
Maybe. What she look like? Can you see her?
Yeah, she's like, she might be close to your complexion or a little lighter. Her hair is like, have you ever seen somebody like, you know, like they'll straighten their hair and they're roller set it so they're like, they have those pretty soft curls.
Oh, is it Bertha?
It could be a Bertha. Does that description sound familiar? Like a brown skin?
Yeah, that sounds like my grandma. That sounds familiar. Her name was Bertha. And me and her born on the same day. And she got real pretty hair. Well, both of my grandmas got real pretty hair, but the other one, her name would be with an L because hers is Lillian. But her mama's name was Bertha.
Okay, was Bertha diabetic?
No, my grandma was, but Bertha wasn't.
Okay, they may both be here. Lillian was diabetic?
Yeah.
Okay, was Lillian a little darker than Bertha?
No, they was brown, kind of like brown skin, about my complexion.
About your complexion? They were both the same complexion?
Yeah.
Does one of them have a son in spirit?
One of them has son. Grandma Boo. Yeah, Grandma Miller. Grandma Miller got a son in spirit. Yeah.
A son in spirit? Okay. This son that's in spirit, was his death sudden?
Well, I have a son in spirit too who death was sudden.
Okay. Was his life taken from him?
Oh no.
If you're talking about Bertha's son, somebody did something to her son. They gave him something.
They gave him something?
They poisoned him. Yeah, and they killed him.
Okay, I think I have Bertha here. I'm with Bertha. Okay, I got Bertha. But Bertha was not diabetic, correct?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. So question for you. This might be the son that I'm feeling. I'm feeling a lot in my stomach. Did Bertha have issues of the stomach? Or do you remember her having issues with her stomach? It might be the one that was poisoned that I'm feeling, but I'm feeling a lot in my stomach because that's my symbol for poisoning or overdose too.
It was her son.
Okay, it was her son. What did they give him that poisoning?
Something in his food. I don't know. It was back in the day.
It was back in the day? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Danielle, stay on because I think I'm with you. I think she's talking to you.
Okay.
I couldn't hear.
Danielle, how you been feeling?
Real down.
Okay, so Bertha's energy is with you often, especially to help you lift your spirit. Did you know that your gifts were inherited?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because she's telling me your gifts were inherited. So Bertha is with you often to lift your spirit. So make sure when you're giving, you're paying honor to her. Make sure you're homage to her because she
Why do you keep saying her? It's a he. Yes.
Danielle, I'm gonna message you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna allow Bertha to pull back with love. If anybody has any final questions they would like to ask me or anybody for me to link up with, because we're over 5 minutes by now, just type their name in the chat and then I will try to connect with them there. I may not get to everybody, but I can definitely try. I'm feeling the need to come back to Candace. Candace, where are you?
I'm here.
So Candace, I'm pulling back to you. You said something about your aunt's what?
We call her Butter. Her name is Velma, though.
But we all call her Aunt Butter.
How old was she when she passed?
I want to say she was almost like, maybe like 60 almost.
Was she the one that had the, somebody here had the sugar? Was this her that had the sugar? Did she a diabetic? Was she a diabetic?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think she's here. She's a sweetie, but she's do you know why her speech would sound slightly like slurred? It sounds a little slurred, like she never had a stroke, did she?
No, she didn't have a stroke, but I had her sister, which is her older sister, she had a stroke and she passed away.
She did.
My Aunt Linda.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Linda might be here with her too. So Velma and it's Linda. Was Velma a small woman, or was Linda?
She was. Yeah, she was short.
She was short. Okay. Okay. I got it. Okay, so she's feeling the need to tell me that she wants you to be happy. Do you suffer from depression every once in a while? Do you get depressed every once in a while?
Yes, I have depression bad.
Yeah, she's feeling the need to tell me that she wants you to be happy. You have like ups and downs, don't you? But she's making me feel like you might have recently, or you're going through a down period right now. Like you're going through a down period. Like, you know, I suffer from depression too, and I have my highs and I have my lows. So she's pulling me back to your energy, okay? She's making me feel like one thing she wants you to do is you know, instead of feeling frustrated, when I know it's a lot to be a parent and to go through depression, but try to find comfort in your children. Try to love them and hold them close. I know it can be frustrating, you know, and also anybody that's going to aggravate you or anybody that's causing any extra or added stress to you, you might want to be rid of them. They shouldn't be in your energy, okay? So what's understood don't need to be said. There's somebody in your energy that probably shouldn't be, okay? They're causing more harm than they are good, okay? So it's very important that you remove those people from your life, okay? Okay. So
You tell her I love her.
I sure will. She said her words are, and I love you back.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Lori. Okay.
She said my
Diva 55. Lee is your husband, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I think I had him with me earlier when I was talking about the Reverend, when I was talking to Ann, because Lee used to like to fish too, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, because I think I had two step through it, because sometimes a lot of times they have similarities. They both step through, and Lee was also a pastor, correct?
Right.
Yeah, so I think he's been here. Honestly, I think he was here before you came in, because you came in a little late, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The first thing he says when he comes in, he says that he loves you.
I love him too.
He said he loves you. I haven't seen you in a while. You haven't posted any pictures in a while, but he's making me feel like you've made a few transformations. Have you slimped down a little bit? You've lost.
Yes, a little.
Yeah, he's nodding. Says you look beautiful, very beautiful.
You'll make me cry.
He also tells me that you tend to get depressed from time to time. Like there's a sadness there. It's funny. He's so nonsense because he's like, I don't know why she misses me so much. I'm right here. You know, that's his thing. And he says, you know, he's there because you talk to him, don't you?
Yep.
Especially if you're in the kitchen. For some reason, I feel like it's in the kitchen. You talk to him a lot. So while you cooking, you talking to him, you know. But he also tells me that sometimes you might get angry or upset too. And it's not like angry at him, but it's an angry like, you know, Like why? Like that, it's that energy, like you know he had to go, but every once in a while, like sometimes I might get angry with my mom, like, why did you leave me?
Right.
You why did you leave me? You know, why? Like, why are you gone? I ain't got nobody to help you with these damn kids. Why you gone? You know, that type of energy. You know, my mama, she was my babysitter, my daycare provider, my psychiatrist, my therapist. She was everything, you know. So it's that why, and every once in a while you get why. He definitely wants you to be happy. Okay. He says no matter what you do, stay happy. You have so much to be happy about. Okay. So much. So much. He's also telling me, which I know that you relocated to another state. He told me that he's proud of your relocation. Was that something that you two talked about when he was alive, maybe? Because he's talking about maybe mentioned.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
He talked about maybe you two talking about relocating at one time. I don't know where you want to wait till the kids, you know, whatever, but he's talking about that maybe you two discussed it before. Or was that a conversation you had with him before y'all went? I feel strongly that that may have been a conversation y'all had.
We had a conversation about moving out of the house and getting a smaller house. And then I had talked to him about moving out of Ohio because I felt it would be better for him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because he's mentioning that you two discussed the relocation.
Mm-hmm.
And also, did you ever start your new ministry?
Kind of, sort of. And I know he knows this because he's been with me the whole step of the way. I just got my teacher's aide certification and my paraprofessional certification.
Oh, okay. Awesome. That is great. That is great. He's the love that you two have, that's goals. You know, that's goals. You know, that type of love to have in a marriage or relationship. How many years were you two married?
38 years.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And the funny thing about it is, even, and I tell people all this all the time, I still love him until death, even after death. He's still like my, you know, and like you said, I argue with him. Only thing is, I told him one day, I said, I can fuss at you, but you can't fuss back at me.
Oh, he fusses back at you. You just can't. Okay, hero. You know, he's kind of sitting there looking at you with his hands on his hip, like, okay. Yeah. he fusses you back, okay? Don't think that it's only you. He fusses you back. You ain't think you gonna get that off. You ain't get no, you thought he was just gonna like let you. Yeah, no.
I thought he was. I kept telling you just have to listen. You can't fuss back at me.
Oh, he fusses back.
Oh, that sucks.
So, whatever you're doing, no matter whatever you're working on right now, don't give up. Even when you're feeling like low or you're having hard times, keep going. Okay, there's something there. Okay. All right. I'm gonna allow him to pull back with love. All right. So we're gonna go to Tasha. Tasha, come on up. Donald Armstrong.
That made me good. That did me good.
So Donald Armstrong is your dad. Question for you, Tasha. Did Donald Armstrong have a cancer or malignancy?
Not that I know of, because I didn't get to meet him before he died, before I was, like, when I was 2.
Okay, gotcha. Let me look deeper. There's a man here for you that had cancer. Okay, but we'll come back to that. Yeah, he's for you. So okay.
It could be my grandfather.
Okay, did he have cancer?
He had prostate.
Okay. Yeah, this is your grandfather.
That's my granddaddy.
Okay, gotcha. Your granddaddy's here. So now your father, Donald Armstrong, do you know if his death was sudden or he had an illness?
It was sudden. He was in a car accident.
He was in a car accident?
Or like a bike accident. Like he was riding his bike and he got a puncture in his stomach or something like that, was what I was told.
Okay. You know what? I had him earlier. Remember I told you I kept feeling somebody was here with the stomach? I think that was
Okay.
your dad. I think
Yeah.
that was your dad. Okay. Gotcha. Were you the only child that your dad had, or were there other siblings?
There's other siblings, but I've never met them.
You never met your other siblings? So he's the
Mm-mm.
only child that you had with your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny because he's almost making me feel like you might have
I think I have a brother and a sister.
yeah, but I feel like they're not too far away from you.
I think they live here in Louisville, but I don't know where to start.
Okay. I feel like they're not that, he's making me feel like they're not that far away from you. That's
Yeah.
crazy to have siblings that close and not to be able to connect with them.
Yeah, I've never met them. Like, I know of them, but I've never met them.
Okay. Gotcha.
He knows why.
Um, you were two, so you don't remember. It's something surrounding his death. That caused a lot.
Say it again.
It's something around his death. I don't know. It's something surrounding his death. That I don't know. For some reason, these are the words I'm hearing. It's like my death, and I'm hearing the word cause, and I'm hearing separation.
My mom and him separated before his death. I was born, but nobody ever, I didn't know about him until I was 16.
Okay, got it. So they separated before you were born.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So did another man raise you as your dad, or your mom just raised you?
Another man raised me.
Okay, you thought he was your father?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That's the kind of feel that I'm getting. So
Yeah.
your grandfather, were you close to him?
The father that raised me?
Your grandfather.
My grandfather, I was his Taki too. I love him a lot, but we bumped heads because of my own, like, we were really close. We were close, but as close as we can be for who he was.
Okay, because he's kind of bombarding this reading. I'm trying to like talk.
I didn't see him before he passed because I couldn't see him like it.
And he's just here like, look, I'm here. I'm going to talk. Everybody's going to move out the way.
He is. That's who June West.
Yeah.
That's June West, yes.
He's like, look, I'm here. I'm coming in. I'm going to talk. Yeah. It's kind of like he shut your dad out like that. I'm cool.
Yeah. That's his personality. He gonna tell you what he won't say because him and my mom are the same person.
Yeah. So he says, how long has he been gone?
Just a few years. It's been like maybe four or five.
Mm-hmm. So he tells me, he says, I'm not quite understanding, but he says like you're a good young lady, but he says like you spunky, like you there's a spark to you. So I don't know if he feel like, I don't know if you're the only one bold enough to challenge him, but
because I am a soft person, but I told him like, hey, Granddad, you can't do it like before because he had Alzheimer's.
Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense. It's like he keeps making me feel like you gave him pushback at one time. Like you gave him pushback.
I did. I was I called him a lie one day when I was a kid, and I was the only person that ever said it. My granny, I got in trouble.
I love your hair, by the way. I'm loving your hair.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't work to grow these out. I maybe want to cut mine and did all these funky styles, but my locks are beautiful. I love my locks, but sometimes I'll be thinking, let me shave a little piece over here or something, you know.
You know me and cut my hair. I'm forever cutting my hair.
I like it like that. That's beautiful. Let me see. Is there anything you would like me to say to your dad or grandfather?
Just tell him that I love him a lot, and I'm sorry to my grandfather for not being there when he passed.
Actually, he brings me energy of understanding. It's not like that "why weren't you there" type of energy. It's like a he understood why you weren't there. You
I
know,
couldn't see him like that.
yeah,
Couldn't do it.
especially when you used to seeing somebody a certain way. And you know, by the time he got to the end, he's making me feel like he was outside of himself, looking at himself. So he was no longer
He waited for the family to get there to pass.
yeah, he wasn't really like in his vessel. I feel like he was standing with y'all looking at him like, look at me. You know what I mean? Like that's how
Yeah.
yeah,
He didn't
you
look
know,
like himself.
I worked a nurse and I worked in hospice for quite some time. And one thing I could tell you is that a lot of people, the soul leaves, the spirit leaves the body before the body even stops working. It happens a lot. I've seen residents walk up and down the hallway and their spirit be walking right behind them. You'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Just vessel moving. And I know intuitively, like, okay, she about to go.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's what it is.
And tell my dad that I love him a lot. And I know I didn't get to know him, but I feel like he's always with me.
He is. He is.
I feel him. Is that him flickering the light in the basement?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He does something else in there too. I feel like it's a hot and cold type of thing. So I don't know if it's the thermostat, but it's something with the hot and cold type of thing. I feel like 1 minute I'm hot, then I'm cold, 1 minute cold and hot. So I think he fools with the thermostat too, or the temperature.
Yeah, like when he's in the room, I'm cold. I'm freezing. Like he's here now. I'm freezing.
You know, it's funny. Me too. Like my toes are cold.
Yeah, I'm like my toes are always cold. Like lately, since I've been working with my intuition, my toes are always cold.
Yeah, the thing with spirit is that type of cold is a different type of cold. It ain't like the go outside type of cold. It's like a bone. I can't explain it, but it's like a cold. And no, you can get under 17 blankets and you'll still be cold. It's that type.
And I'll still be freezing.
Yeah, and that's how you can tell when spirit is in the room. I'm sitting here freezing.
Yeah, I'm freezing right now, and I've been freezing the whole time.
Yeah, very connected. Very connected. Hey guys, if you're interested in having any jewelry made, she intuitively makes some of the best jewelry. I've ordered from her several times. I think Rachel's in here, my loctician. She told me if I cut my locks off, she's gonna block me. But I had her necklace made, and this is the lady that made your necklace too.
Oh, hey. You're so welcome. You're so welcome.
You had me so scared to wear that necklace.
Why? I just tell you what Spirit says, I promise. That's just what Spirit says. When I write you those notes, that's what Spirit said.
You wasn't ready to hear it.
It's okay. Most of the time you're not, but when you're ready, it's going to push you forward.
I know. I need to connect with you and talk to you because, honey, I was so scared. Jazz gave me that. I was like, I'm not wearing this.
It's okay. You just got to let go. It's okay. You don't have to control everything.
You hear that?
Shut up, puss.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm scared to order.
It's so beautiful, and she just feels your energy.
It's pretty. It's very pretty. It just when she told me what it was like and why, I was like, I ain't wearing that.
It's my gift. It's my gift, y'all. And it's all good energy. It's all love and light energy, but you gotta accept your shadow.
She gets a feel for your energy, and then she makes crystal jewelry that helps with your energy. Like I needed help with grounding, and I remember talking to her. She's like, "Girl, you all over the place." You know, she felt my energy, and that was right. I couldn't ground, and she made me this beautiful, beautiful necklace. And I tell you, usually, like I'm surprised I forgot to put it on today, but usually when I have it on and I get readings, I'll be good afterwards. So she makes some beautiful, powerful jewelry with the crystal.
You didn't need it today, Jazz. It's
We
already
need
there.
the information.
Yeah, me too.
Type your information in the chat.
I got you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jazz. I appreciate you.
No problem.
I love them so much.
Right. Yeah, you the dopest. I took I've been spiritual bathing. I just been a lot of self-care here. A lot of self-care. Okay, so let's go back up the list. Lewis Moore. Brandon, you still here? We're gonna try Lewis again.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. We're gonna try Lewis again. See if we can get Lewis. So is Lewis on your mom's side or your dad's side?
My wife's.
Your wife? And she's your wife's father. He's your wife's father, correct?
Correct.
Was his death sudden or expected?
Sudden.
Was he a brown-skinned gentleman, tall?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I hear heavy footsteps like boots. Did he do something that required work boots, or did he wear some type of work boot or something? Or was he heavy-footed? I hear footsteps. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I hear footsteps.
Could have been heavy-footed.
Okay, and I'm feeling a lot of sensation in my left shoulder. What is it with him with the left shoulder or the left side?
Yeah, he had shoulder surgery like a year or two before he died.
He had shoulder surgery. Did she say he had shoulder surgery a year or two before he died?
Yeah.
Okay, so what took his life?
Cirrhosis of the liver.
Cirrhosis of the liver. Okay. I wouldn't even pick that up. He hides that well.
He did.
Were you close with your father?
Yeah.
So I feel like there was a disconnect. Did he live away somewhere when he passed, or was he in the same city as you?
He did live in a different state.
Okay, because I feel like there's a disconnect, there's distance somewhere. How long has he been gone?
It'll be 3 years in February.
3 years in February. Lauren, do you have a brother?
I've been told on my dad's side, but I've met him once, but that's it.
Okay, because I'm feeling like you have a brother too, because he's mentioning a brother to me. Has he ever met your kids?
Yes, my oldest two.
But he hasn't met the baby. The baby is a boy, right?
I didn't hear you.
The baby is a boy, right?
Yes.
Okay. He's talking to me about how great of a mom that you are. Like he's making me feel like you put in a lot of work to keep it together for the family. Like he's kind of like it's funny. I'm not him, and I almost feel like I'm having like a proud dad moment. Like you're doing a good job, that type of moment. Like he wants me to express to you. I don't know why this is important for me to tell you, but he wants me to express to you how proud of you he is. It's very important that I say this, like that you're doing a great job, like you're doing good. Even when, I know sometimes we can all be critical of ourselves in some areas of our lives, but he's making me feel the need to really tell you that you're doing a great job, and you're doing great with the children as well. That's extremely important. So question for you, does your mother live in another state too, or is she there in the state where you are?
She just moved to a different state.
Okay. That was my next question. Like, is there distance? Because if she was in the same state, I'm gonna ask you to do this. So this is because she moved away. Okay. Also, I know he has passed, but is his mother in spirit, or is his mother still alive?
She's in spirit.
She's in spirit. Okay. Was his mother a lighter complexion?
No, she was probably about the same.
So who is this light woman here with him? Do you know what that could be?
Oh, my Aunt D.
Your Aunt D. Okay, because he has a woman here that's in lighter complexion. He's telling me like, look who's here. He's bringing this woman in.
Yeah, it's my auntie.
Yeah. Do you understand why he would refer to you the term businesswoman? I know y'all like one of the most business oriented families I know. Like, are you working on any type of like business proposition or any way, shape, or form or anything like that? Anything business wise?
Yeah, my wheels are always turning, trying to figure out how I can make some money. I've shared some things with Brandon. So yeah.
There's something that the two of you are he's making me feel like there's something that the two of you are going to do together that's going to be very successful. Okay, sometimes our ancestors can't speak beforehand. He's telling me that there's something that the two of you are going to do together that's going to yield a lot of success. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you would like me to say to him before I allow his energy to pull back?
I love him and I miss him so much. And I wish he could have met my youngest, but he used to tell me if I had more than 2 kids, he was going to stop sending Christmas money because he couldn't split his $100 3 ways. So I wish I could have got the reaction when he found out I was having a third, which I actually got pregnant the year he passed. So
I think he would have got a kick out of that younger one.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot of personality there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take one more, and that's Danielle Odoris Brown. Danielle, are you still here?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, so who is Odoris? Is that a grandmother?
Yep, that's my grandma.
Okay, so question, because I got 2 women that stepped in for you. Is Odoris lighter or darker? Because one's darker than the other. Not as dark as me, but one's darker than the other.
She's a little bit darker than I am.
A little bit darker than you are. Okay, so up about the time she passed, did she have like a shuffle? Did she shuffle her feet when she walked, like a shuffle?
She had Parkinson's.
She had Parkinson's?
Yeah.
Okay, I got her. So how old was Odoris when she passed?
I think right in her 70s, early 70s.
So even though she had Parkinson's, but she's still trying to be extremely independent.
Up until literally the minute she passed.
Because, I see her doing stuff like trying to, cook and do stuff like that. And she, this is what I see. Kind of remind me of a little lady that I took care of at the nursing home. And she would do everything. And I mean, that lady would be carrying water and she'd be shaking with that daggone water. But she was not going to help her. She'll be walking and shaking with that water. But how long has she been gone?
Probably about 16 years.
16 years.
Yeah, 16.
Okay. Do you know why she would be showing me an airplane or talking about going somewhere? Would that make any sense to you? Talking about a flight?
Well, we just came back from California on Tuesday or Monday. So, yeah.
Okay, so she's talking to me about some type of flight. She's showing me an airplane. Did you go close to the coast?
Yep, we were right in Orange County, right by the beach and the water.
Okay, because she's talking to me about the water. So it's funny, I almost feel as if she was on that flight with you. She gives me the energy of a person that liked to go,
Yeah, her place in Virginia, she was always wanting to go to Virginia. That was hometown. So she was always driving around in the Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Did she drive all the way up until she died?
No.
So was it hard for her when she stopped driving? Do you
Probably, yeah, because she didn't like to depend on a lot of people.
Okay, because I'm getting that feeling. It's like she's not saying it, but I'm getting that feeling like it was kind of hard for her to drive when she couldn't drive. I don't know what she means. She's talking about sharks. Shark. I don't know what that means. It's probably a symbol for me that I haven't learned yet, y'all. Things for my future mediums out there. When you learn about, you get symbols, you got to pick up your symbols. She's talking about sharks. Okay, so I know you just got a promotion at work. What type of work do you do?
Nurse.
You're a nurse. Okay, the sharks are for you. Okay, so even though you've got a promotion as a nurse, congratulations, by the way. Everybody might not be happy about your promotion. So you be mindful of people who might not be, happy for you. Okay, maybe you working like a hospital or nursing home or
Nursing home.
Yeah, like it reminds me of when I got promoted from working the floor to the unit manager. You know, I had a lot of people happy for me, but then there were a lot of people that weren't. You know, and they would do stuff like they'll smile in my face, but then they'll go down and complain to human resources and little stuff like that. So I think what she's talking about, sharks in the tank, I think that's what she's talking about. Okay.
Okay.
It'll be great. There's no worries. It's like I feel like a happy feeling about it. A lot of congratulations. Okay.
Yeah, let her know I love her and I miss her.
Okay, she's sending back much love too.
Hey, Jasmine. I know a couple people was late. Did you have a younger lady earlier?
What's her name?
Kelly. What you say?
Who's Kelly to you?
It's not to me. It's for my mom.
Kelly was my best friend.
Was Kelly's death?
And she passed the sickle cell.
Hold on a second. If you're not speaking, I need you to mute so I can hear. Okay, now was Kelly's death sudden?
Yeah, it just happened out of nowhere. I didn't know she was gone. I was pregnant with my son, and she kept coming to me in a dream in a white dress, and I had my son on her birthday, and I found out that she had passed away. So I didn't get to go to her funeral or nothing because it was sudden, and they couldn't get in touch with all her friends.
Okay. Did she have an illness that took her life suddenly, like something with the heart?
Yeah, she had sickle cell real bad. They said she wasn't supposed to live past 18, but she did to 20-something.
Okay. Was Kelly a brown-skinned woman?
Yeah.
Kind of slender. She wasn't like real big.
No, she was slender.
Okay. I think I have her. So Kelly was sick most of her life. Like she had issues on and off most of her life. But she was a very sweet woman.
Yeah.
But she also gives me the type of person, like she was very fun. Like she like to have fun, like she'll go out, you know, hang out, have a good time.
We had good times.
Like she kind of showed me herself dancing, like she liked to dance, like she's dancing. So what's this? I don't know if she used to do it, but what's this like? Like you know, that's what I'm like.
That's her. Yeah.
That type of personality. Yeah. Kelly's here. Kelly. Okay. And that's funny that I think that was her, like your daughter, y'all gifts are inherited. Y'all are so gifted, gifted. But she came to you in your dreams. I think that was her telling you that she did pass. Okay. That was her letting you know. So that remember that I think that the white dress, the wearing white may be a symbol for you. It may be a symbol that somebody's in spirit. So remember that because you got to learn your symbols. Okay.
Okay.
So she's sending you oh wow, she's sending you a great deal of love. She's telling me so y'all were friends a very long time.
Yes, we would.
She's telling me y'all was off the chain at one time.
Yeah, we would.
She said, oh, we ain't gonna talk about some of the things we used to do. Her words are, I'm in heaven now. We're not gonna talk about some of the things we used to do. She's funny. So she has a great sense of humor. So I'm getting the number 2. Did she leave any children behind? Or
she left 2 daughters behind.
2 daughters behind. I'm getting the number 2. Okay, how are her daughters doing?
I don't know. I can't find them. I wish I could. I think about them kids all the time. I wish I could find them. I know they grown now because they was all when she passed, they was all babies. And I know they grown now. They probably got kids and stuff, but I don't know where they at.
I know she does have at least a grandson she's mentioning to me. But you'll find them one day. You will. Okay. I'm feeling very confident. Yeah, I'm getting chills. Yeah. You'll find them. Y'all cross paths again, okay?
Okay.
All right. So she sends her love, okay?
Okay.
Oh wow. It's like my heart's fluttering. So it's like it's a lot of emotion in this reunion right now. A lot of emotion. She loves you very, very, very much.
I know.
Very much.
I know.
Very much.
only real friend I ever had. Sis.
And she's even telling me, I think there was a time where y'all didn't talk much, and she still loved you so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, she still loved you so much, so much. It's a lot of love. You know, you guys were soulmates. You know, your friends, your best friends can be soulmates with you too. Like when you have your friends and you have several past lives together. So you guys are very kindred spirits, and that's why y'all always felt that closeness. Y'all probably one of the people that felt close from day one.
Yeah, we did too. We did too.
Piss her off sometimes. She had to throw that in there, like she pissed me off sometimes. But you know, it's all love there, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna allow her energy to pull back with love. Okay.
Thank you.
And we have went 42 minutes over, but this was fun, guys. Oh my gosh. Thank you to everybody that came through. I am so appreciative of you all. So appreciative. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody have a good night. And if you guys would like a copy of the recording, just shoot me an email back and I will send you the recording, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Bye-bye.
Everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Good night, y'all. Love y'all.
Love you all. Good night.